Welcome back. This is Fabco 806, and we're out here doing it in Texas. It's been a little crazy, hectic week. We're gonna shoot this a little backwards. We're back on the 350Z. As you can see, we're putting this thing back together. So let me just do a quick run back, show y'all what I did. I started with the rockers, okay? So once I got my rockers kind of lined up, you can see it needs a lot of work. It's not fitting right. There's gaps, huge gap right here. So it's going to be ton of detail work going into this, but it's going to look really good. I feel pretty confident about it. I don't see anything that's way out of control. I mean, you got this where it doesn't fit right. Your panel comes down, this sucks in. So I got to figure out something there. If you look at the line, it's not straight. So I got to fill that gap.
Quick question, what's OSFO?
Ooh, OSFO, I'm glad you asked. OSFO, it's a chemical, kind of like metal conditioner type stuff, but I use it to clean rust. This thing was all rusted up really bad. Some shop, in Houston, I ain't saying no names, left it outside in the rain and bare metal for years. So it ended up being a little bit of rust, but as you can see, this OSFO cleaned it off pretty good. And it works great. It's got like a film on there. I'll come back and sand that off and it'll be super clean, and then we'll seal it. Okay, so first I started off with the left rocker, got it centered up, screwed it in. Like, I'm not taping it. This time I'm screwing it in because that's where it's gonna be, like, that's its spot. So went to this side, screwed it in, same thing. You see that it doesn't fit as good, whatever. Anyways, next step after that are these Fender flares. And these Fender flares were a little bit of a challenge. When I first started off, I was almost at 10 inches, like pretty close, 9 7/8. They were pretty out there. And I kept having to suck them in because I knew this had to fit in somehow. But by the time you get it all lined up at the bottoms, the ends, everything, this is where we ended up. I did have to use the bumper, install the front bumper to help me install these, because without the front bumper, I really wouldn't have known the placement of these, just guessing, you know what I mean? So you kind of got to put it together. That's why I'm trying to put the back bumper on, so once the bumper goes on, then I can put the fender flares on. So anyways, we are good. We measured this way, and we're 9.5 on both sides. And you also have to measure this way also, because you don't want one side to be wider than the other. So this side, we got 3 inches to this inside line, and then the other side, we have 3 inches exact. So, I mean, just things to think about, you know what I mean? So it looks easy. People may not like this kind of stuff, but it's still a challenge within a challenge. And you know me, I love a challenge. So speaking of challenges, this is where pretty much I've stopped, is I removed the hood that we used just to get everything lined up and straight. And I'm putting this hood on it. And when I would shut it, it wouldn't close, and I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't close. So this is what's going on. After looking at it really close, if you can see in there, you see this little catch right here, this catch release. If you look at that, as I push down, it moves, okay? And then it stops right there. The reason it stops is because it's hitting right here. See? So now I'm about to come in and shave this and make a gap, so when I shut my hood, this will be able to slide through here and then catch onto this panel, so my hood doesn't just fly open while I'm driving it. I've got a little bit of fitment issues with this one, but I'm gonna keep tweaking it and see if I can get it to fit better. But so far, everything else to me, I think it looks pretty good. So y'all let me know what y'all think about it. One quick favor, in the comments, we don't have a name for this car yet. We've thought of all kinds of things. I mean, really, we're waiting to see what it's gonna look like with all the body kit fully on it. That way you kind of get a feel, a vibe. But you guys in the comment, leave me some names. If we choose the name that you picked, we'll send you a t-shirt and a decal. How about that? That'll be cool. Thanks. So now that my hood is semi-lined up, it looks decent. I can't get this to shut. It won't shut for some reason. I can't figure out why. So I removed the latch so I can line my hood up. Once my hood's lined up, and then you put your latch in, try to get it to close, but I can't even get it to snap down. Follow it through. I mean, it's coming down. Oh, I know what it is. I know what